Hey guys, I'm Janice on occasion, and today, Elspeth Von Draken.
Elspeth Von Draken.
I didn't need... I can say it, okay? I can say it on my own. Elspeth. I don't need you to, like, try and harmonize or something. I don't know what she was doing. Parroting me. I'm kind of disappointed she's not repeating everything I was saying, because that would be really spooky. We are going to fight a bunch of chaos today. We're going to try and deal with Dr. Festus. I don't think he's even a real doctor. I wouldn't trust him. Also, yeah, we've done all our building, right? Done all the buildings, and yeah, Nuln is going to be ready to upgrade again next turn, so that's really good. That's really good news. I want to get that tier 5 nice and quickly.
We convene at dusk, just as my power waxes.
Belagar wants to trade. I can trade. Let's trade, Belagar. Let's do it. I do want to win over some of the dwarfs, you know, before they do the ultimate crisis endgame shenanigans and, you know, try and kill me. And to be, you know, specific about that, if I befriend them now, they won't try and kill me later, because we've got, like, diplomacy enabled for the, like, endgame crises. So, you know. Which, honestly, I think might make the whole thing completely trivial with dwarfs. I should have turned off dwarfs. I really should have. I'd kind of forgotten that they had an endgame thing. I was just thinking, oh, it'd be great, like, the vampires and orcs will show up. But, you know, dwarfs might just kill everything. It really won't take much for us to swing things in the favour of the dwarfs. Though maybe the dwarves and wood elves will be busy kicking the crap out of each other. I don't know. And then the wood elves will probably try and kill us too, because... I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll find out. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because we don't know that's happening. It's character knowledge and player knowledge, you see. So, you know. Being able to share acquired knowledge... Player knowledge or character knowledge? Be more specific. Among your peers can only lead to better results all round. So extra research rate and more engineers at a higher rank. Tottenbach just got a... Well, I'm not the Graf. Am I? Is Elspeth a Graf? I don't think she is. I don't think she is a Graf. I don't think she holds that title. But anyway, Dottenbach, the military complex of the Empire, is a strange beast with no centralized standing army. The Grafs and electors control their own men, but even so, their captains may favor one leader over another, as is the case of this captain publicly supporting you. Well, good. Good, thanks, mate. And Nuln can be upgraded. We'll probably need another army for him. I don't know what to do with him. I really don't know what to do with him. Not sure. I want this. I want a wine market. I don't have a problem. I just want a wine market. Let's do something, presumably. What can I do? And who can I do it to? Should we just go over here and start assaulting garrison? Let's do that. It's going to cost us some money, but if I keep doing that, and I keep upgrading, you know, I can keep just leveling him up in things that aren't assaulting garrisons. Hello there. You can get him, right? Please tell me you can get these guys killed. I really don't want this faction to keep existing, because they are going to attack us. Generally, if you see the changeling, just don't bother declaring war on them. It's really simple. You just ignore them in a campaign, and they'll go away eventually. That tends to be how it goes. So intelligence sharing will give us more witch hunters. I would like to get some witch hunters at some point. The advisor to Nuln will give us more schematics. I think if we do that, that would be quite important. Getting cheaper Gardener Moor travel cost is really good too. Vision of all non-hostile Empire factions' capitals is also really good. And cheaper purchase cost for amethyst artillery charges, which is a thing, which we'll find out about eventually. So, yeah, advisor to Nuln does sound good. But I also... God, I'd like all of these things too. Also, just extra speed for infantry is good, because that does apply to our ranged units as well. So that might be really useful. So does that, actually. Extra armor and missile resistance for all of our gunners as well. So yeah, that's actually... Yeah, so these two would actually be really good for our ranged units too. Having them be able to, like, get around quicker. I quite like. The extra ammo is quite nice, but then actually extra ammo for our artillery I think is a big deal. So let's do that. Let's do that one first. And then I should get probably, you know what? Let's get Advisor to Nuln now. I'm going to regret not having those other things leveled yet, but I kind of don't care. I think it'll be fine. Her gig, I think we can sell. I think we can sell it. These two aren't going to be able to be a problem. I'm pretty sure this guy, James Gausser, just defeated the Doctor, so we're going to have to head up to Brass Keep. Ooh, so that's a problem. We need them to make a new army so they can swap their leader out for Festus when they're able. So I think we might need to ignore this for a second. Because I want to kill Festus. I want to get his trait. Even though I don't intend to hunt out traits, it's also, you know, do I really want to defeat Festus when really he was already defeated by a bunch of other guys? That feels really boring. So, like, I would like to have a fight with him. Then if I have a fight with him, it will be just a crappy fight. Alright, whatever. I think the only person that gets the replenishment bonus is going to be the Legendary Lord. I don't think anyone else does. I don't think. So, anyway, we're going to slowly waltz our way back up. And Mr. Ludenhoff here. Yeah, there absolutely will be, because I'm about to give you her gig. Alright. So yes, 9,000 gold, please. 9,000 crowns.
Be at peace.
And ooh, he's thinking about it. No, he's not. He wants more than 9,000. Whatevers. Let's do the non-aggression pact and the military access, and he can give me a bit of cash for it, and hopefully we can trade with him soon. But this will get him to start liking us. He might not trust us very much.
My countrymen.
He might not trust us very much yet. And Nordland actually don't want to be friends, which is a bit sad. How about Ostland? He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Yeah. Uh-huh. And oh, look at this. Nordland and Ostland have been fighting. What are you doing, lads? What are you doing? If I was playing Karl Franz, I would have, like, hit them with a newspaper. Been like, no, bad. Bad. I'm spending prestige on this. Stop bickering. Would have been great. So her gig. Okay, good. It does have a garrison straight away. So hopefully it can fight them off. Talapime too. Hopefully Talapime can fight off anything they throw at us. This is so annoying though. Such a pain. Right, let's... Maybe... No, we can't afford anything there. Alright, I guess we're just cracking on. Hopefully Albrecht Haupt Anderson will trespass and take out Tamar Beatrice for us. Because I'd hate to have to teleport back to deal with him. I mean, I could make a little army, I suppose. I just don't want to spend a load of money making another army. But then starting to level another lord might be useful. Oh, nope, he decided to attack us. Thanks? And, oh no, sorry. Sterling did run in to help. Thanks. Thanks, mate. And we got a sword of battle for it. Thank you. Aw, thanks, buddy.
The Empire is torn asunder.
Hello, Mr. Gausser. I mean, military access sounds fine, yeah. Ooh, he's almost been wiped out by ogres. I think we're going to need to fight those ogres at some point, because we can't have them running around, you know? So I think we'll try and bring the Border Princes back. Because the Border Princes, although it's just like a absolute mess of like a billion different, like, micro-nations, all with largely different agendas, they tend to club together in the face of an invasion from, you know, greenskins or something. They operate as quite a decent buffer, you know, from the coast, which is largely policed by dwarfs, but can still, you know, still get like black, you know, black arcs and things sailing up here and reaving the place, bloody reaving. So it's still a problem, you know, and orcs can come in from the Badlands. It's a great little buffer zone of things that we don't really need to worry about too much. So keeping them, you know, keeping them intact, I think would be good. We don't really want a bunch of ogres there that at some point are going to get hungry and waltz across and be a problem. But, you know, none of the little tiny nations that sort of form the, you know, the Balkans of the Border Princes, none of them tend to get too big for their boots to the point where they start deciding, let's conquer the Empire. You know, like, it doesn't really happen. So, yeah. Yeah, Dieter, it is time. It is time. I wonder if he's of the Von Horstmann family that created the Von Horstmann speculum. That's what I want to know. I always want to know that. Always want to know that. Okay, this guy managed to sneak in back there somehow. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Blows me thither.
Thither? Guys, they're thither. If I attack him, will he be able to retreat? Because I think maybe not, and I don't necessarily want to fight this turn, do I? I want to actually do a siege battle. So it's odd that he's not in the settlement. That I find a little unusual. But sure. Yeah, I'm just going to move there. Then move back in, because I would like to actually fight this. Although, Pool of Axes makes recruitment cost cheaper, huh? What's that one? Loot heap. I get more money. Alright, good. None of them are garrison buildings. I was wondering, are they about to upgrade their garrison and cause me problems? Maybe. Always maybe. Hang on a minute. He ran over here because he made a thingy, didn't he? He only went and made a thingy. Oh no, that's the same army that was there before. Did you not finish off that army? That's insane. I can't believe you let them live. Well, never mind. Let's get ourselves a wine market. Excellent. Also, I never checked this one. For God's sake, ambush defense chance. All region owner armies. Wow, that's really good. An assassin's hideout. That sounds good. Because, yeah, I got the notification for this unusual location when we never checked this one. And then checked that one, and then didn't check this one. Incredible. I'm an incredible human being. So, unknown to the masses, the tides of war and diplomacy ebb and flow by the actions of a secret imperial cabal of highly trained killers. That I really like. I think that's really good. The extra recruit rank for the local province is really nice, because this is our, our capital. It is going to be our recruit hub, so that's really powerful. But also, ambush defense chance for everyone everywhere is really good. That's really nice to have. I like that. And yeah, it is a bit cloak and dagger, but then we operate in a very cloak and dagger way. That's Elspeth, That is Elspeth. Very much so. She already does her own thing. So yeah, pretty cool. I think we're done, right? Or can we... We can build more of these somewhere. Will I want to yet? Oh, we need one more turn before we can build one. But I should keep building them, I think. I was wondering where they would be good. I mean, one in Fort Sol might actually be a really good idea. It would be a shame to waste one. But then I can demolish them, can't I? Yeah, I think you can. So long as you, if you go... No, that only demolishes that building. So you can't actually destroy one. That's weird. I'm surprised it doesn't have a little demolish button. How unusual. Okay, well, never mind. But yeah, one in Fort Sol might actually be good. So this can become a recruitment hub. But also have a big, an even bigger garrison. I think that would be wild. I think that would be a really interesting idea. Though I guess it caps out at 20, doesn't it? Or did they change that recently? I can't remember. I can't remember. I think it does cap out at 20.
Tempt me not.
But maybe not. I know. I've got something in the back of my mind that they made it so garrisons could go higher, but I can't remember if that is the case or not.
For Verena and Nuln.
I might have just imagined it or wanted it to happen. Hard to say. Battle deployments. Yep. So yet another faction is chasing these guys down. Everyone is at war with the Deceivers, huh? Very nice. And yeah, more treasury, please. And they're still alive. Why is no one finishing the job? This is ridiculous. Oh, James Gausser wants to attack them, so I need to attack before they get involved.
Your end was foretold.
Winds of Pain. The world yields to those who master the winds of magic. Great bolts from the heavens scour souls from bodies, whilst raging torrents of fire rend the very flesh from bone. Magic can rip enemies into a dozen pieces or leave nothing but an ugly bloodstain where once they stood. The power granted by the Cataclysm many eons ago can be harnessed now to bring ruin and destruction upon our enemies. All those who feel the pull of magic feel it grow as the world festers under Chaos's ruinous gaze. Their need to ravage grows stronger and stronger by the hour. So yeah, Winds of Magic Power Reserve. +10 for all unmissable factions. Everywhere. You get a Winds of Magic. You get a Winds of Magic. Recruit an additional Lord. I was thinking about it, to be fair. I was thinking about it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
to battle.
Anyway, go on. Go get it. Let's watch him immediately die. Oh, no, he did it! He did it! And he got a watchman! Responsible for maintaining law and order. Watchmen are empowered to make arrests and fight fires where necessary. Or, you know, something about a nuclear bomb and Rorschach tests or something. I don't know. I kept falling asleep during that movie. And no, I have not read the book. Skilled labourers and craftsmen are an important part of... And I haven't watched the series. They did a series too, didn't they? Anyway, never mind. Skilled labourers and craftsmen are important parts of the Empire's economy. That they are. Good. Take that. Take that, vampires. I mean, at some point they're going to get really annoyed at me, aren't they? Ugh. Maybe I should wind them up before I'm ready to fight them. But I think we're about to be... Oh, it's you. I saw blue there as well. And I thought, oh my god, they got to the army. They don't. They don't. We're fine. And they are trespassing. That's a good point.
We should stand together.
Well, I mean, I'd love to, but you're being a bit of a knob. I'm afraid to say. And you don't want to get along with us either. Oh, the man-eaters are around. That's cool. You know, old gold grab man-eater.
Greetings,
He doesn't want to trade yet. You don't want to do anything. Nordland, do you want? No, they're still... I don't think they like that we have agreements with other people. Yeah, they don't like that we're pals with Ostland. Insane what they're doing, honestly. And if we attacked... If they took Wolfenburg, and then we attacked Wolfenburg to give Wolfenburg back to Ostland, and like we did a bit of conquering to like restore things, they would never forgive us, and they would want to be at war with us all the time. It'd be really frustrating. But, oh well. Luckily though, look at this. Look, this is going up. We only need to get to 76. Maybe if we take this, that'll do it. We'll see. So, this... It says it's going to be a bad time. And I half agree. I think we'll be fine. Marauders of Nurgle with great weapons. For a second there, I thought that skull on their helmet was their head, and they had a really long neck. And now I'm sad that that's not the case. But it's just that's their helmet, you see. And the helmet just has a little slit down the middle. But yeah, that's their... Yeah. Really long neck, I think would have been funnier. I don't make the rules. Guys, we're going to fight this battle. It's going to be fun. It'll be the end of the Fecundites. Or the... Fecundities. If they're Greek, I don't know. I've not asked. Let's get them. Okay. So... This city looks too nice. Looks too nice. Where's all the slime and the filth? I mean, is this like a Nurgle fixer-upper? And by that I mean it's all clean and they're going to get in and, you know... I mean, this is supposed to be Brass Keep. I actually find it a bit... I mean, I guess it makes sense. Brass Keep is a Empire thing. It's just most famously not. Because... Although I guess it is before the end times. It's a tough one. I don't mean the end times, the story, the end times. I mean the end times, the period of time, the end times, which I know is confusing. But Storm of Chaos was the, you know, the coming of the end times as well. But that got retconned to do the end times. But Brass Keep was famously where Archaon ended up retreating to after his armies were defeated at Middenheim in the sort of Storm of Chaos canon. And then, you know, he was regrouping, ready to continue to conquer the Empire later. It was a really cool setting, with half of the Empire being, like, you know, absolutely decimated and corruption growing rampant everywhere, and some elect accounts not even necessarily being, you know, reliable anymore. Or, you know, having fallen to chaos in secret. There's a lot of cool stuff in that, you know, in that canon. Now, let's see. Sure, let's do something like that. And we'll move them up later to, you know, do something. Or do I want to move them up a little bit more? It says only... Oh, because you selected. My bad. Yeah, let's put them over here. Cool. So yeah, let's get them all shooting. I would love for him to fall into a hole or something. All Chaos Warriors here, perfect.
But not half as much as the enemy will.
I'm actually going to go all in on these towers, I think. Which apparently all the boys were already doing, so that's nice. But yeah, let's just go for this tower first. One more volley from everyone, that should get destroyed. Then we'll do the same here, and then we'll just start destroying the walls, I think. If I destroy the walls, these guys are all going to topple in. And then we can just set up free company and handgunners, so anything that moves past here gets, you know, shot to pieces. Oh, you're kidding? Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go. 2 volleys did do it, and that did damage a lot of people nearby, thanks to the inaccuracy of the Hellstorm rocket battery. Which is perfect. Perfect for me. You guys are taking a lot of damage. Oh, because that is also a tower that needs remedying. But don't worry. This will all be worth it. And I guess that tower as well. But we'll destroy all the towers, don't worry about it. Alright, that one next. I love that they shout Shaman. Because they're all doing a Michael Jackson. Alright, they're saying Shaman. It's lore of metal, but we can pretend that, you know, we can pretend that Michael Jackson was a lore of metal wizard. You know, he turned music into gold. He turned records into gold. I don't know. There's probably some humor to be found there. That's right, Michael Jackson comedy. That's where, you know, that's where we're at. And we shot too much. There's so many mortar shots coming in and being a bit of a waste. That I don't think is even manned right now. So actually, let's aim for that. And we'll just see how many Chaos Warriors get very hurt as a result. And like, we're using quite a lot of ammunition, but we have restock, which is pretty cool. Also, you should be a little closer so you can buff these guys. Alright, tell you what. You just aim for them. Ooh. I think we'll end up destroying the, like, damaging the wall a bunch if we're just aiming for them with the mortar shots, so... Oh, they're trying to flee. They're trying to flee? Alright, you stay on them. And yeah, let's see if those Chaos Warriors have a bad day. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good, all things considered. Now, I want to move these guys up. I don't want them wasting their shots on guys that are, like, up here. Alright, that's just fallen, which is great. So yeah, if we move here. If we move here. Wow, those Chaos Warriors have had a bad day. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay, this is all fine. We are going to do something about these guys, though. Maybe have you guys shoot there. And... Alright, that's shooting again at something. Aiming for them, I think. A lot of Chaos Warriors over here. Is that... That is Chaos Knights. Let's see if I can't hit those Chaos Knights with something. Let's find out. And that is a lot of very injured Chaos Warriors. Love to see it. And yeah, you aim for that wall, I think. Because yeah, look, we're starting to get some shots in, which is lovely. And I can move them forward. They shoot while moving as well, which I adore. I love that about Free Company. They're really good at pursuing other ranged units. Because obviously they're melee units, but the fact they can just harry them as they charge, like, you know, the enemy will just keep getting shot at while they're being chased about. Which is lovely. Taking some of the wall might actually have been quite good, but, you know, who's to say? Yeah, you guys are never going to hit anything from there. Yeah, you're going to have to. Alright, move back. They obviously can't shoot backwards, they don't have 360 firing, but I want to get them out of the way in case the Hellstorm rocket battery has ideas. Oh, hello there. That's probably going to topple in a minute. Wow, just real bad day for these guys. Alright, let's turn you back on. And they just climbed up to get hit there, which is very funny. And, oh! He actually is getting hit a bunch, which is surprising. Not so much from there, though. Yeah, if we can destroy all the sections of wall here, that'd be good. Maybe go for the gates, too. We still have so much ammunition. God, there's something really fun about a big artillery army as well. Like, we're just picking targets. That's all we have to do. And I find that very, very fun. Alright, aim for them. Can we go on, yeah, go on guard mode so you're not doing all of the things that you're doing, because the things you're doing are stupid. Ooh. Potentially getting some hits on these guys. I don't know if any of the rockets are going to hit, but you never know. The mortars are actually getting some damage in there, you know? And these guys are running through as well. And, oh. You decided you don't know? You don't know how anymore? Shame. Okay. Let's move like so. Let's get all our gunners up here. Probably get Elspeth up here too. Oh yeah, those Chaos Knights just having a terrible time with things. Alright, I think they are starting to flee though. Can we get another like cannonball ripping through them? That'd be great. Shame. Maybe we can hit these guys though.
Elspeth Von Draken.
And you guys can get some shots in. Seems like it. Seems like it. Alright, now I wonder. Do I want to hold these guys back for a second? Because it seems like... yeah, all their trolls are moving up. Oh, wow. Is the gate destroyed already? Not quite. I love this, like, portcullis. It's all crooked on either side. That's really cool. Okay, let's move you guys back. Get a couple units of handgunners here, so they can shoot through the gate. It says the gate isn't captured. There is gate health, which I find surprising. Because, like, it's clearly open. But it's not open? See, I really don't know. Are you guys still trying to shoot? No, you're not. Okay, good. Not still trying to shoot the Chaos Knights. Huh. Alright then. Halberdiers, go have fun. Have fun with that. Ooh, don't shoot there, please. Thank you. Oh no, mortars. Oh, you can go handle it too. Alright, good stuff. You guys can get some shots in? Oh, you can't? Come on, they're cavalry, for God's sake. How do you not have the range for that? It's absurd. Alright, we can get with another Spirit Liege. Dude, I told you to attack something over there. Artillery is so dumb in this game, I swear. So I've got a whole, like, idea for changing every aspect of how, you know, how different modes should work for artillery. But, you know, I won't get into it. But there is absolutely a proper way to do it. It's a lot of... that is a lot of extra ammo. Lovely. But the damage we did to our own guys there. Frustrating. How much damage have we done to the enemy now? Are we doing alright? Seems like most of everything is dead, which is pretty cool. You guys took so much damage too. Right, let's see if we can't get stuck in over here. Alright, we're going to do that. Because that's still not destroyed? Seriously? I think you're just shooting straight through. Is that what you're doing? I have no idea. Maybe, maybe not. It feels a bit dumb. Yeah, we're shooting straight through the hole, that's why. Of course we are. Of course we are. Unbelievable. Alright, you just keep doing that then. You guys all head out. You guys get some shots in, including them by the looks of it. So that's good news.
Lady of Nuln.
Alright, let's whittle them down some more. Alright, let's turn off all of our artillery. I think they're done for the day. I think they're done for the day.
Elspeth Von Draken.
So we should get our boy up here. Are they about to suffer army losses? Not quite, but probably soon if this these shots keep up.
Spiritor of Shaiish.
Yeah, he's very unhappy. And those are just marauders. Okay. And you can climb up there. You can climb up here.
Elspeth Von
She's having a good time.
Draken. Right.
There's some armored trolls hanging out over here. Yeah, let's move you in there. We still have our shield holding, our barrier, which is really cool. And, yeah, you two. Let's move you guys in here. Can you reach them? Because I feel like they're not moving. Which is nice of them. They're thinking about it. I don't know. Alright, you go for them, I guess. And... okay, good. The gate's still open. I was worried we would have taken the gate, and then they would have... I would take the gate, and then the gate would close on our guys. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay, cool. Love that. Let's get both of you up here. Line up the halberdiers again. Yeah, I think we're having a pretty good time here. Let's do some more damage to him. Our free company are blasting their armored trolls. Okay, we should probably get out of there now, actually, because they've got a couple of heroes in here. So let's just let's take a step back. Come on. Excellent.
Wizardess of Nuln.
And alright, he's dead.
Advance.
Alright, I'm getting plinked away at. Alright, how are you guys looking? I mean, there's still stuff here. And I find that very surprising. Find that very surprising. Well, very surprising. Alright, let's get you guys. Yeah, let's get you guys up here. Perfect. Alright, let's handle you, please. Good. Alright, alright, more units are coming, but we've got handgunners up here now, so don't like their odds. Do not like their odds. And yeah, there we go. Army losses. That was like, yeah, very systematic. The most damage we took was to our own Hellstorm rocket batteries, as is tradition. Decisive victory. Okay. So, what's next? Interesting question, actually. Brass Keep is a single settlement territory, you know. Do I just take it over? Do I hang on to it? Do I hang on to it? Because yeah, it is its own province. It would be nice to have another province that we can just slowly develop. Yeah, sure. Sure, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. We're going to get a bit more stuff to trade with. And then do I want to go straight in with, like, you know, basic walls? No, I think we just go all in on growth for starters.
Von Draken.
But yeah, we're going to try and get a little thing here. We have Grundle's defenders. Always got to defend your Grundle, guys. Always got to. Very important. Charged with defending mortar and cannon batteries in combat. These stalwart warriors never allow an artillery position to become overwhelmed. Good. They better not. Silver bullets. With a thunderous roll, a volley of devastating armor-piercing fire is loosed. And the White Wolves. The White Wolf is a fitting symbol of Ulrich, god of battle, and patron deity of these versatile infantrymen of Middenheim. And we got our dragon. Finally! We got the Carmine Dragon for Elspeth Von Draken. Oh my god, it's almost like she knew. Considered spectres of death in many ancient tales, Carmine Dragons are sinister, clever, and deadly. To some races, their appearance is an omen that presages disaster. Yeah, it would. It would. And cool, Doomfire Ring. That's cool. The Doomfire Ring, made from dark iron and flame rubies, contains a powerful spell that allows its bearer to cast fire upon their enemies. So it puts up fire resistance and gives the bound spell Burning Head to a lord or hero. That's really powerful. I really like that. That's very fun. Yeah, that's really cool. Really cool indeed. I really like her, like, freebies. They're really interesting. We may hand them off to someone else at some point, depending on how we, how we build others. We do have like a bunch of other useful stuff. Yeah, it would be good. Would be good to, Ooh, how many do we need? 3. Okay, 1 more of these, and then we get the Magistrix, which makes Purple Sun really cheap. We can't cast Purple Sun, but it's going to be real cheap when we can. Yeah, let's also... I mean, that puts up hero capacity for engineers, but we're not really recruiting any of those. Puts gunnery units cost down, actually, so let's just do that. Let's do that. Yeah, sure. And then we'll work our way over here. Hold the line is also quite nice to have. Just putting up melee defense and leadership in nearby folks. But now that she's flying around on a dragon, I don't know how useful that'll be. Let's get more missile strength for our whole army. So how are these guys doing now? Like 26 missile strength? Doesn't seem like a huge amount, but, it's not bad. It's not bad.
The graveyard rose.
Okay, so this faction's dead, basically. And so that's nice. And we can teleport Elspeth back home at some point, then probably start traipsing our way over here towards the vampires. They seem to be having a fight with some trees at the moment. Can vampires subsist on tree blood? Can they? I don't know. I don't know. By the comet, tree blood? Yes, I know. Crazy, right? It's, yeah, madness. Madness! Now, commandment available. Good. Yeah, growth. We need to level this up as best we can. I mean, not great climate, so that is going to slow things down a hell of a lot. Construction time's up. Like, yeah, it's all... Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't have bothered. But I think having just an additional area that we get a bit of extra cash from. It's probably going to cost us more than we ever get from it, but... Yeah, I think another holdout over here is a good idea. And, we can teleport here and get to it, like, fairly quickly if we need to. Only with Elspeth, though. Only Elspeth can do all the teleporting stuff, so we do have to be careful there. Yeah, seriously, can you guys just finish them off, please? Just someone? Can you, maybe do something about that? What do we need? We need 2 more gunnery school upgrades, and we need to make sure we built a foundry, which actually, we're getting there. Once that's done, we'll be upgrading this anyway, so that's good. That's really good. I say that, we'll probably build some new stuff and then start upgrading these. I don't know. But Outriders with grenade launchers and Hockland long rifles, I mean, yeah, we got some nice stuff there. So let's do an upgrade for Hellstorm Rocket Battery, or should we start doing our cavalry? Because I would like to get some gunner cavalry at some point, like the Outriders with grenade launchers. That would be really nice. And yeah, then we have to restock. And god, disoriented contact effect as well. Just ruining their stats while we just pepper away at them. Because that's the thing, these guys, because they're like elevated, they can shoot into stuff that's fighting in the front line a lot of the time. So it'll actually it'll just essentially be debuffing the entire enemy front line if our back line is largely Outriders. So it could be really good to have a bunch of these in an army or two. Would be fun. And there's the amethyst ones as well. Yeah, okay, well, we have this now. So maybe that's what we should focus on for now. We do have one of these now. The foundry will take a little while. We'll definitely do some battles to get more of these in before the end. So we'll do this next. Or maybe this one. Extra ammo reload time reduction is quite nice. I can't wait for exploding ammo for like all of our gunners. That's going to be preposterous. I can't wait. Let's end the turn and see what happens next. Okay. Cool. That, I think, will do it this time. Maybe? I mean, maybe. The demon still might rise from the dead. They do come back sometimes. I think they might be dead. Can we get a changeling has been wiped out pop-up, please?
Chaos will always be brought to order.
Good. Good, I'm glad. Will it? Do we... Is that prescriptive or descriptive? I don't know. Chaos will always be brought to order. No, Elspeth, we're supposed to be fighting chaos. Oh! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So, win the following battle. Death's Timekeeper. Ooh. News spreads like wildfire throughout the land as the panicked voices of the local populace recount their flight from the forces of chaos. The armies of ruin descend from the north, ransacking nearby towns, leaving the streets awash with blood. With enough haste, some of their victims may yet still be rescued from the jaws of death. Yet for every life brutally snuffed out, the winds of Shyish blow ever stronger. Perhaps this attack could also serve as a morbid opportunity. Lay waste to the forces of chaos that terrorize the Empire, for their suffering will empower the Death's Timekeeper artifact and pave the way to unlocking the mysteries of time and death itself. And for that we'll get Death's Timekeeper, which gives us extra Winds of Magic reserve per turn, which is really good actually. Perfect Vigor, which is lovely. And Death's Timekeeper, which damages enemies but heals yourself, which is really fun. Just siphon health out of an enemy. Very cool. So yeah, I like that. I like that. We'll probably do that sometime fairly soon. Maybe next episode? Perhaps? Filedorf is under siege, apparently. The Fecundites have been wiped out. Another quest issued. Gotrek and Felix have a quest for us, apparently. The Nightmare of Gehemisnacht Eve. You know what? I can't actually remember if I've ever done this mission. Because I always tend to go, oh, I can't be bothered with Gotrek and Felix this campaign, I won't bother. And then I don't bother. But, yeah, fine. We should probably do this. It's spooky, so it makes perfect sense for Elspeth Von Draken to do it. So, Geheimnistag, or the Floating Holiday, as it is known among citizens of the Empire, marks the rarest of occasions when both the twin moons of Morsleeb and Mansleeb come back. Thank you. Are risen and bright in the night, thinning the veil that separates the mortal realm from the other planes of existence. It is no coincidence that that one such Geheimnisnacht, Eve, the hallowed dwarf slayer Gotrek and his banished companion and chronicler Felix Jaeger detected and defeated the Slaaneshi cult, only to find themselves transported to the realm of chaos to face more horrors at the whim of the insidious Prince of Pleasure. His game master, a keeper of secrets, must be found and killed for Slaanesh's foul game to finally end. Cool. So, yes, we should also do that at some point too. Lovely. So, lots to do, guys. Lots to do. Also, we need to upgrade Dottenberg. No, Wissenberg. Because I want to protect this. I want to protect our assassin's hideout. It's important. Good. More farms for you. And also more farms for you. Yes, and a cinnabar mine. Good. Alright, hopefully we can get this upgraded again fairly soon. Now, do we need to teleport? I guess we do kind of need to teleport, but I could just waltz down here and start by taking Griffinwood. You know? I am worried that this isn't going to be particularly effective against vampire counts. I mean, a lot of stuff, you know, zombies and things are quite slow, but if they end up with, like, a lot of Black Knights and Blood Knights and, you know, scary things like that, they might be able to get into them. And just loads of Fellbats. They might be able to get into a backline really easily and just tear us to bits. But we'll see. They're thinking about defensive alliance, which is nice. But yeah, I was just checking to see if I had permission to cross their territory. Which of course I do, and it doesn't matter. I can't... Yeah, I can go across this province. No, I can go across the region, but not their province. So maybe I can only walk there without trespassing. It's a weird one. And no, I don't declare war yet. I want to travel there. And we're not going to be getting replenishment here, but we will here. Thanks to the guard. So that's good news. I don't know, do this again? Succeeded again. Lovely. Good job, lad. Good job. I'm not sure I want to keep antagonizing them, though. Because, like, I can teleport back to Nuln, but then I still have to travel to our sort of eastern border to protect it if it does get attacked. So, you know, that's a problem. Hard to hit. Let's just make sure you are, you know...
Ready.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Make sure you're ready. Okay, well, we're going to end the episode here. I think we've done a pretty good job, though. You know, we've helped deal with some of the enemies. We only need to deal with them now to sort of, you know, to win the campaign, technically. Though we are going to be doing other nonsense with the ultimate, you know, crisis, whatevers.
It is better that I am alone.
Totally. I couldn't agree more. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
The graveyard rose. Elspeth Von Draken fights to protect the fallen, driving back the forces of evil.